Namaste, my YouTube family. This is Aga with Balance Lab. Welcome again to my channel. Today, I would like to share with you a deeply powerful transcript from a hypnosis session I had with one of my clients. I will read it to you. This is quite a long session, so I hope you have a little bit of time. A powerful session for a person who has been suffering from sexual abuse as a child. This lady is a physician, lives in US now. She moved to US at age about 10, but from 8 to 10 she was regularly sexually assaulted by one of her stepbrothers and beaten up by another. So I wanted to give you a little bit of that background of what we're working on here. The woman I'm talking about is a public person, so that's why I cannot publish a recording, but the session is fascinating. This is not our first session either. I first saw this lady about 3.5–4 years ago, before I moved to California, and we did inner child integration, we did Reiki and energy work, and it was just powerful release that happened. And after that, this lady made some changes in her life, moved to another clinic. She's working now in a much more holistic place. Although in a session you will see that that might change as well in the future as she's thinking about developing her own practice. And this spring we met again for energy session followed by hypnosis, and this is the transcript from that hypnosis. I saw the same lady one more time for another powerful session. This one, unfortunately, I didn't record because it was supposed to be a shorter clearing session, and it turned out to be another very, very powerful past life regression. So I hope you enjoy it, and if you know anyone with sexual trauma, I know how difficult it is to face it and to deal with it, especially if this was something that took place for a while. Like in the case of my client, it was happening over a span of 2 years. So my client was dealing with several symptoms like binge eating, overeating to the point of dissociation, numbing yourself from the emotions, and then followed by a cycle of starving herself through fasting to purify. There is a severe social anxiety, feeling unsafe, feeling like you don't fit, unworthiness, all those symptoms that trauma victims have. And I am in touch with this client. She's doing much, much better. She's detoxifying without starving herself. She's making some changes. She's generally much, much more happy. And I'm sure we will work again until all the symptoms fade. But this session I find very inspirational, and I was even thinking of turning this into a book. So let me know what you think, if that idea excites you, if you'd want to read more stories like this. So here we go. I'm by the waterfall, says the client. Is the waterfall falling down on you? Not directly. I'm in a pond by the rocks. What does your body feel and look like? It's young. I'm a young girl. How do you feel in this natural environment? Like a child, I want to play. Do you know this place? Do you go there often? Is there a feeling of familiarity? No, it's like a trip or something. What do you do in the water? I splash. Look around. I'm still holding on to the rocks. Do you see other people around? I kind of don't want to see other people. I enjoy being there alone. What do you do next? I let go of the rocks. I'm just walking in the water. It's shallow. Come closer to the waterfall. Go under the waterfall. Taste the water. Let it pass through your system. The client swallows and tastes the water. Smiles. Is it joyful? Tell me more. I feel very safe. Nothing can touch me and nothing can harm me. I'm just happy. Client starts to cry. I feel like I'm in this little body, tiny body. How old are you? 5 or 6 years old. Look at your reflection in the water. Look at your face and tell me, what features do you see? I have bangs. Client laughs with surprise. I have a slightly tanned by kind of light skin. My hair is black. Straight or curly? I ask. It's straight. The image is shifting between short and long hair. Is the child happy? Yes, but only when she's left alone. The client starts crying. She feels so alone. I say, allow yourself to feel the emotions. This is a temporary state. It will help you connect deeper. Start moving the body. Walk out of the water. Can you describe the landscape? I'm on the side of the hill. It's very mossy. I see fresh, green moss growing on the hill. Are you bare feet? Can you touch the moss with your feet? Yeah. Let her show you where she lives. Let's go to her home, the home of this little girl. She doesn't want to take me there. She takes me to a swing set. Okay, let's swing. Feel the body move up and down, the air touching your skin. It feels very freeing. Let's amplify the freeing, that feeling of freedom. Take a deep breath in. Make the sensations stronger. What do you see around? Trees. It's like a forest around. There is no one else nearby. It's a little unusual, isn't it? A little girl playing by herself. Yeah. I tap the client's forehead to help her connect deeper to the story. What is happening next? What scene do you see? She's at school. She's wearing a brown uniform with a white shirt and brown tie. She's older, about 8, 9 years old. I'm entering the school, walking towards the classroom. Find your seat. Look at the books on your desk. This is my classroom. So are you in India? Yes. How do you feel? I don't know. I'm just responding to whatever is happening. And what is happening around you? Kids are talking before the class starts. Everyone is sort of chatting away. I'm just looking around at people. The class begins. I think it might be Hindi, my language. There is a teacher, but I can't really see her clearly. I tap the forehead again of the client and ask her to zoom in into the teacher so she can see the details. She's wearing an Indian sari. She has a bun, looks strict. It's strange. There is a sense of well-being that has nothing to do with the present situation at home. I know this is going to end soon. There is a knowing that this isn't going to be forever. So it's almost like I can't pay attention to it because I know it is temporary. At this point, it's already clear that the client has connected to her childhood, that she's ready to regress further. And also when the client switches to I, identifies fully with the situation, it tells me that the client is in a state of deep trance, and this is the state we're looking for in order to do powerful clearing and healing. I say, but we know it has been affecting your reality for quite some time. Yes. Let's explore this present situation. Take me to your home, I say. There is a gate. I go in. I have 2 dogs. One of them barks a lot, and it's kind of getting a little scary because 2 older kids hit and torture the dog. It doesn't feel good. I feel like, everything is so dark. I'm going to just feel it. She's allowing. I want you to take a deep breath and inhale this darkness. Taste it, because there is information there. We'll clear it once and for all, but for now, allow yourself to sink into the darkness and go into the house. The darkness is all around the house, and every room feels like it's another pit of darkness. Walk through with the knowing that you're safe, that you can watch and you can describe. Describe to me the quality of that darkness. How are you experiencing it? It's like a choking sensation in my throat. Okay, let's bring quality of the soothing water from the waterfall into this experience. We're going to be going back and forth between this waterfall and the house to make sure that you can see clearer, deeper. You can take a sip from this water so we can clear the throat and clear that energy from your system. Take me to your kitchen next. What's happening in the house? Are your parents there? I don't know where my mom is. The client's father died when she was about 6-7 years old. There is servant cooking. He's short, a dwarf. He's not a normal height. He's older and I like him. I feel safer with him. Okay, take me to your room. It's like an entrance from the room into another room. So it's like almost a room within a room kind of a thing. You have to step down to get there. Okay, step down. Is it like going to sort of a dungeon? Yes, very dark energy as well. Would you say you feel trapped there? Very much so, especially in the evening. I don't know when the boys, when the sun goes down, it's the worst. It's like feeling trapped, feeling contracted, feeling like there's no one there to help. Feel that, please, for just a little longer. And let's fast forward to the night, because you know what happens at night, right? Walk me through the scene. Know that you're safe. You can watch it like a movie. We can also freeze the frame if it gets too intense. Okay. I know what's going to happen. My brother is in the bed next to me. Like I can't wake him up ever. It's like he's rock solid, dead asleep. And these other boys come to the room. It's just one of them that comes to my bed. Okay, initially it feels kind of good. It's like someone comforting you and loving you, but then it turns into something else. What does he do next? He kisses me. I don't know where. I can't. Tune into that scene. Feel it on your skin. Have that experience consciously. Do not escape from the scene, but know that you can always freeze it like a frame on a screen if it gets too intense. We're going the opposite direction for a moment. We're going to amplify it, the unpleasantness, so you can heal from it. Does he talk to you? Does he whisper? He does. He says he loves me. And this is just a way of showing it. So he's showing you affection, right? Yeah. And what happens next? Okay, he takes down my pants. I don't want him to do that. Of course. Just watch it, like if you're watching a projection. Okay. I don't know, it's blurry. It's a blurry. I tap the forehead of the client again to make her see well. Yeah, I remember. Sometimes he makes me do things. This is our secret. This has been our secret for a while. Do you cry? Do you push him away? What happens? I'm completely paralyzed. Yeah, I don't know. I can't. It's okay. The body knows. We can connect with the energetics and we don't need to even see all the details. We just want to have access to the energy, the emotions from the event. It's like he's over me and he's like overshadowing me. Yeah, he's really tall. He's 7, 8 years older than me. Do you have an intercourse? No. Do you feel trapped in this situation? Very much so. Feel that energy and tell me where it is in your body. In my arms. I will touch your arms and we'll work on releasing the charge. We will have 2 screens open. One is the bedroom scene and the other screen is the scenery with the water. So there is a connection between the scene in the bedroom and the scene in the water. And I want you to release the tension into the water, the charge, the pressure. You can drink the water. Okay, it's funny. In the other scene, I feel like I'm levitating right next to the waterfall. Beautiful. Like you're lifted off the ground? Yeah. Notice how you can go between one experience and the other. Now, I want you to transfer that experience of levitation, transfer that energy now into the experience of being assaulted. So even though you are watching that scene in the bedroom, I want you to bring the levitation sensation into the scene. Can we do that? Yeah. Okay, very good. So in that levitation, do you feel safe? Yes. He cannot touch you. He cannot harm you. You can now replace the energy from all the attacks, not just this one scene. We're going into all the encounters you have had with him. It started earlier, correct? Look through the album of your life, and I want you to heal each situation if possible. What you're doing now is called energy transference. That was empowering. This guy and his brother. There's this one time where it was my brother and me. They told us they're gonna beat us up that evening, and they started by throwing slippers at us. They locked us in the same room they were in. They started throwing slippers at us and ridiculing us, saying things like we're worthless. And they just had so much anger. He took a pillow and he put it on my face and pushed me against the bed. He pushed my face against the bed, tried to suffocate me. Be there and feel the emotions. How do you feel in that scene? Like I'm going to die. I want you to feel it knowing that you're not going to die, but feel the emotions. Now we're going to bring again that scene from the water. Yeah. It will help transmute the energy. The levitation feels great. Client says, transfer that energy. When you levitate, what happens? No one can harm me. Experience the relief and the knowing that you don't have to feel this way anymore about any of these events. As you levitate, I need you to scan your body and identify where are the tentacles, connections with the fear from these situations, these assaults. I want you to use the water to dissolve them. So when you look inward, find these connections in your nervous system and your organs. So obviously that's also in your face, right? Because he's putting the pillow on your face. I feel it in the body and my face. I want you to play with the energy of the water. Find a sensation of safety in that. You're levitating. Notice how that feels and try to lift off the ground. There is this Indian god, Krishna, and the image of like the Krishna as a boy just showed up. Krishna is very powerful, right? Yes. I want you to throw this pillow off your face. Use that power of connection with Krishna because you have that power within, and show him that what you can do, because in this moment you are like that deity. If you can levitate, I think you can cross the room much in the same way Krishna would. And the more you do it, the more it makes you feel stronger. And you begin to realize that he will never touch you again. With the other stepbrother as well, he can no longer overpower you. We know that you can grow. It's not just your physical body. Since you can expand, can you expand beyond this house and clear the dense energy from the house once and for all? I feel bigger and beautiful. Keep growing until you feel like you are the right size. I want you to keep growing exponentially. You can go into space, go around the earth, go wherever you need to go. Your subconscious will take you to the right place. It's amazing. I feel like it's okay. It's okay. It's over. The battle is over. I feel the relief. I'm in the space above the earth. You can spend some time in the space among the stars if you'd like. Whatever feels right, whatever you'd like to do, and wherever you'd like to go to heal all the lines of connectivity to these people. And maybe there are other lives with them that co-created this traumatic experience. We want to heal that as well. So if there is information about that, how can we cut the web of connections? Let's explore it. I feel a string pulling me in. It's in my stomach. Is it pulling you down towards the earth again? Let's go there. Allow yourself to drop into the lifetime or situation that is attracting you. I know it's Bombay, but I haven't been to Bombay as an adult. I'm going somewhere in a rickshaw. It's a bumpy ride. Connect with the body. I'm a woman in my 20s or early 30s. I feel her body. She's in a rickshaw. She has a blue sari on. Is she an affluent woman or just a regular? Just a regular woman. Look at her clothing. What are you wearing? It's like a silver top and blue sari. Her hair is long and braided. Find a mirror right next to you. Pick up the mirror and look at your face. Looks like medium brown hair with a big red bindi. A bindi is a colored dot worn on the center of the forehead, originally by Hindus and Jains. Can't really tell any other features. That's fine. Let's find out where you're going. You are traveling in a rickshaw in Bombay. You are a woman in late 20s, early 30s. Let's find out what's your destination. Relax into it and you will receive the relevant information. Your subconscious is doing such an amazing job showing you these connections. So we're asking for that to make sure once and for all we cut all the cords connecting you with this trauma. This is really the intention here and the thread we're following. Let's find out more about her life. She's not from Bombay. She's there, but she's not from there. She's from some village somewhere. Let's fast forward a little bit. Let's find out why she came to Bombay. Feel your feet walking on the surface. I don't think she has any particular place to go. She's sort of just looking at things. I see water, a small lake or pond maybe. Maybe I can't tell more. Let's be with her for a while. Maybe she's visiting the city because she's from a small village and she wants to have a big city experience. Who knows? Let's find out. Look at the people. Tell me more about this water. It's like the park area now. It's like in the city and there's a lot of, it's not a beach or anything. It's like there are heavy round rocks in that area. But she's just walking by them on the path by the water. It's almost like a little bridge. Walk on the bridge to the other side and let it connect you with memories of this woman. So you're passing through the bridge, and as you're passing through the bridge, you're connecting deeper with her life story, details about her struggles, happiness, events that are important. She's really poor when she's young, very, very poor, from almost like a very small village with her living like in a hut, little hut. Was she walking bare feet? No, but very, very poor shoes though, like barely shoes. Tune into her heart. Go back in time, whatever is around her when she was maybe 11 or 12. She has a really dark skin. She has pigtails. Her mother is there, but her mother is not really looking at her. Is her father there now? He's there now. He's not looking at her either. I want you to tune in into that scene deeper, the energy of it. So you're saying they're there, but you're saying she feels alone, right? Yeah, I cannot feel them, almost like they live in their own world. She lives in her own world. Yeah. Okay, so there's this feeling of abandonment or neglect. I want you to zoom into the parents. Okay. Walk up to the mother. I want you to look her in the eyes. Connect to the energy of the mother. She doesn't know what she's like, almost like she's dead inside. Okay, let's go back to the girl. Do you have a name that comes up right away? What is your name? Shri. Are there any other kids? I think there's supposed to be, there's this energy that someone is there, but I think either they died or they got lost or something happened to him, like a younger brother. Okay, let's go outside and look around. It's green, forestry-like. From what you're saying, being in the hut with the parents is not one of the healthiest environments. Let her show you where she goes to feel, be herself, or maybe to release some of the stress from her life and her pain. Does she have a place like that? There is a tree with a branch kind of extending out to the right, close to the ground. So she goes and sits there. Okay, let's sit with her. Sit there and feel her emotions. She keeps on focusing on how to get out of this place, how to make things better. She doesn't want to talk about what's happening now. She feels trapped and she focuses on escaping this or somehow changing the situation in some way. Let's close that scene and move to the next one. You can close one scene and appear in another when something is happening in her life that makes it relevant for you to see. Oh God, she's getting raped. She's being raped. I take a deep breath and tell her, just watch calmly, like a movie, and tell me who is raping her. She doesn't know him. It's like a dark alley, and it's like I'm in a city, but it's like a quiet alley. How old are you? I'm a bit older. I'm about 30. Are you trying to escape? What are you doing? I'm shocked by what's happening. I'm trying to escape, but the guy pushed me, pushed up against, like it's a wall. I'm standing pushed up against the wall, my arm pushed behind me. He's holding both of my arms behind my back. Yeah. He lifts me up trying to rip off my skirt. When you feel this violation for a moment, how and where does the energy enter your body? I want you to optimize your inner vision so you can see his eyes, the perpetrator. Tell me if you recognize his energy from your current life or from any other life. I can't turn around. I can't see. Let's connect with the part of you that can levitate and zoom. Get closer to this guy, turn around and look at him. Look him in the eyes. Okay, I don't know. I know it doesn't look like anyone I recognize, but the energy is the same as someone that just wants to take something away from you. Let's open the screen with you levitating next to the assault scene. Bring that energy of Krishna as a boy you saw earlier. Now let's grow. Let's make sure you grow and expand your energy field, the energy field of that woman, so she can see herself getting stronger. Show him what she's capable of. Oh my gosh, she just stabbed him. Wow. I don't know where she got that knife from, but she just stabbed him in the gut without any kind of hesitation. She just went for it. I want you to feel the empowerment, that freeing sensation from this act of freeing herself. She had so much power to stop him and free herself. Now make it yours. Absorb the feeling. Integrate it. I'm feeling stronger, she says. Let's see what happens next to her life. So she killed him. He's gone. We're not concerned about logic or chronology here. We're tapping into whatever's relevant, whatever can help you today. So she was a tough cookie, wasn't she? She grew up in a small village, was neglected by her parents, and she was determined to make her life better. When in the city, she experienced a sexual assault, a violent act of disrespect. Let's see what else is happening in her life that we should connect with. She doesn't feel free. She doesn't feel free. Scan the body around her. Scan her emotions, her mind. Let's find out what is keeping her hostage mentally, emotionally. What is preventing her from changing her life for the better? She doesn't think she'll ever be able to have the love that she wants or she needs. She wants to. She keeps herself small, isolated, even though she was able to free herself from the rapist. Huh. Okay. Yeah. She feels so contracted. Where do you feel the contractions? In my stomach. Let's bring the energy from the waterfall again. Drink plenty of this crystalline water so we can dissolve the contractions. We'll spend as much time as we need here because we want you to dissolve your connection with that woman and her life story. Do you see the similarities between your life and her life? How her connection into your stomach created a very similar experience of feeling very small, but we're here to heal that. Let's send her love, compassion, and acknowledgement that she has done tremendous work, especially considering that she's living in India in the caste system. Yeah, she's like without a backbone. She keeps walking without a spine, keeps moving without direction. So like you said, she was in a city, but she didn't have a direction or a plan, nor anyone to ask help from. She has only been there once before, as a child. When you're looking at this timeline, what does it seem like to you? Look at the styles of clothing of the people around. It looks like early 80s, maybe a little earlier, late 70s. Take me now to the last day of her life. Has she ever found love, her backbone and support? No, she died lonely. Let's follow her to the last day of her life. She doesn't go past her 30s. She died quickly, car accident. When the body separates from the spirit and spirit separates from the body, follow the energy and see if she reached the light and was able to free herself. Oh, I just felt something weird in my right hip. Feel that? Because she's separating. Yeah, okay, not quite. I don't think she ever understood why all of this happened. Let's bring Krishna into this realm to help her, comfort her. Perhaps together we can create a bridge for her to cross over. Can she feel how you felt when you were levitating and you were growing bigger and bigger? Share that capacity with her so that she can also free herself. Okay. It's like that little girl. She's like, come on, man. Oh, she's struggling. Okay, let's help her. Let's see what she's struggling with. What is the struggle? What does she need from us? What can we do for her to make sure that she can lighten up enough to let go of you? She doesn't feel like she has the unconditional love, feeling that she can just be who she is and be loved just from that space, just from that perspective. Okay, we need to show her that this is possible because it seems like she doesn't quite believe it is possible. Yeah. I would like for you to create a sphere and you're going to project into a possible future life of her. We're going to project into a life when she feels absolutely empowered. Love flowing into her life, emanating from her. Let's look for an inspiring life that can set her free. Visualize a sphere, walk into it, and it opens like an album of a possible future life. I see like two very loving, caring parents. Feel that love and tell me how they express it. It's in their energy, the way they look at her. Send it to this woman, send it to Shri, so she can feel the energy as well. So they're attentive, very patient. She's perfect in their eyes as she is. She doesn't have to do anything to prove it. She's fully accepted. When you feel that, extend that to her, especially through your stomach and hip, where you had this sensation, so that we can heal your wound as well as her wounds. Soak up that energy from the happy life. the girl grows up. How does her life unfold? It's just very free. Negativity doesn't go through her. I want you to scan her fully because we can learn from her. Her calm energy, her mind. Obviously, she's immune to negativity, which you said passes through her. I would like for you to create a web, a golden web between you and her, and I want you to use this web to help you learn and absorb her abilities. She's so powerful. Can you tell me more? Her brain is just like it works for her. It continuously provides a support and thoughts of positivity and encouragement. And she's brilliant, very clear. Absorb that as well through the golden web and make her brain yours. The brilliancy, the clarity. Yeah. Confident in any situation. I want you to become her and walk like her. See how that feels in your body. And we want to share this energy with Shri as well, so she can also believe. Her spine lit up. Beautiful. So you're also connected through the spine, huh? In the spine, all throughout. Let this light pass through your spine as well. Does it feel like an electric current? How do you experience that? Feels like stability. Stability, strong core. Yeah. And that young woman, how does her life unfold? You said she has a brilliant mind. She's confident. She's so free. Do we have any information about how she uses her genius? She's very focused when her mind creates something that does feel very official in some sense. Okay, she's drawing something on a paper, very focused. Touch the paper, the pens and pencils or whatever she's using to draw. Follow her fingers. I can't really tell what exactly she's drawing. Okay, so she's doing this, I'm serving the community. I have finished some kind of a design. That design has been built, created to a garden with a fountain in a center. A garden, huh? Let's walk into the garden, to a beautiful fountain right in the center. Shri can come as well. I want all of you to be there, the three of you together. The girls are holding hands. So even though all of you are coming from a very different background, you are connected. Show that connection. Feel the bond. That's very precious. I want you to feel how it is to be very vulnerable with them. Open up about your life and feel the support. You're in this garden with these women. You're getting stronger. And you have a powerful story to tell. They accept you and love you. My spine has lit up again. It feels a bit overwhelming. That's okay. Create this bond so you have access to the brilliancy of this girl who grew up in a very safe, loving environment. And that other girl, Shri, who fought for her life, did everything she could to make it better. Notice her efforts as well as her struggles. Do you feel comfortable and safe? Yes, almost like we don't need to talk. We just get it. Yeah, it feels very light. Let's use this energy to support. Let's use this energy of support to connect to your higher self. I would like to ask some questions to help you find clarity and healing. Can I ask questions to your higher self, the subconscious mind, the divine source within? Yes. I wanted to ask, why did your subconscious connect you with these two lives? What are the lessons? Why was it important for you to see these particular two women's experiences? Your subconscious could have shown you all kinds of other things. There is a part of me that I deeply dislike. Okay, let's talk about that. Let's go deeper, connect to that, sink into that. Tell me, where do you feel that? Stronger on the right side of the body. It's big. It's like in my arms, my legs, and my torso. Sink into that discomfort, dislikeness. It feels tainted, like something is dirty. Dirty. Maybe they should all go to the waterfalls. Yeah, the waterfalls. The one that made you levitate? Yeah. Okay. Can you show Shri how to purify herself? Just kind of become a kid again? Okay. Let's help her go back in time. Shrink or banish the ballast. Shrinking, yeah, before all of this happened, right? Yes. We can go back further. Okay. Further to another life? No, like to a very little baby, a newborn. Okay, yeah. I'm holding her. So you're like a mom to her now, right? Do you need to breastfeed her? What comes naturally to you? Just to cuddle with her. Feel her next to me. Okay, let's do that. Tell her she's beautiful. Show her affection. See the energy affecting her. Now connect to that levitation part of you, the levitating part of you, which can go beyond time and space. You want to include Shri in this space. And maybe bringing that male example of a loving parent, caring, gentle. We're calling upon all of your connections in the universe, future, past, meeting in this moment, calling upon the divine masculine. Yeah, I keep getting images of like my dad from the photos. Connect with his energy. You mentioned how close you were to him, right? I got a clear memory of him holding me. Okay, hold the baby as well. Yeah. Is it helping? Yes, somewhat, but there is something strange. She got this intense like energy around her. It appears impenetrable sometimes. Let's use your abilities. Scan her body. There's like a black energy around her, just like around my house. I remember you cleared that energy around the house. How did you do that? I started growing. Yeah, I got bigger. Can you do that? Yes. Become as big as before, even bigger if necessary, and let's connect to the source. Whatever help we can get today in order to dissolve the density of little Shri. Maybe your father has some ideas. She needs like a prayer or something. Yeah, like a ritual. Yeah. Let's pray for her. Connect to your higher self. You know how to pray. And if there's anything specific you need to say out loud or mantra or any other form of a prayer, let's do that. Client prays for a couple of minutes. It's hard work, isn't it? It's like unrelenting stuff. We'll find out. We'll find a way. We should bring some big forces in from this universe, right? Yeah. So let's bring Hindu gods, ascended masters, angels, and let them all float around you. If you want to call upon Krishna, if you want to call upon Jesus, creative energy of the universe in whatever form it wants to appear, let's do that. We're calling upon multidimensional powerful beings to assist us. It's cracking. Her body? I ask. No, the darkness, the dark field around her. Light is coming through. They broke the glass. It has been shattered and it disappeared. So the darkness is no longer there. It's gone. So she's in a pure state now. We're so grateful. What needs to happen next? Do you need to hold her again? No, she can just levitate on her own. I can only see her as a baby though. I can't see her as an adult. That's okay. She gained her innocence. Oh, her purity. Absorb that purity. I want you to connect with her. Both of you are levitating. You have no stories affecting you anymore. This is the pure state. I want you to share that sacred space, that energy. Maybe you can also become a newborn and float with her, reborn. You can bring that energy into your adult body. So Shri believes now, right? She knows who she is underneath these layers. She found out what she is. Okay, I want you to make this energy yours. Yeah. What needs to happen next to feel fully completed in this process? I think Shri can go to the light now, and maybe this other woman too. She has her own life to live. her own journey, right? Client faces expresses sadness. You feel a little alone, huh? Yes. Let's see how we can change that. How can we make sure that you're tapped into the whole universe inside you and around you? Let's talk to your subconscious and ask for guidance. How can you feel like you have friends around, good company? Relax into your own being. Okay. Tell me what comes to you. What needs to happen now that you let go of the past? You helped heal Shri. You sent her to the light. She was living inside of you for all this time up until now. Yeah. Obviously, it's a little strange because now there's this space inside that feels empty, right? Yeah. We need to put something into your body, different energy. Do you want to feel light? The light that helped crack the glass around Shri? Yeah, I want to feel newness and power. Let's bring these energies from this woman, designer. She was very powerful, right? Yes. Connect to all the powerful moments from today's session. For example, when you smashed that guy in the bedroom of your parents' house. Yeah. What else was powerful? Stabbing the rapist. We want the energy of that moment to integrate with your own nervous system. Take a deep inhale, swallow, and make it yours. Yeah, and levitation, growing beyond the limits of Earth. Connect to that. These are states of being. They're not physical in nature. These are frequencies. Let it fill you completely, all the parts that were occupied by Shri. You mentioned the arms, leg, torso, practically your entire body. Okay, I'm going to feel confident. I can do that. Yeah. Which one was the confident? The designer. Okay, again, I want you to meet her. Yeah, like a ghost. Enter her body and become her. Let's watch her. How does she interact with people? And with men, right? Yeah, I want her to show you how she acts in different social functions. She's really at ease, smiles. She's comfortable in her own body. What does she do every day in order to maintain this confidence? Positive thoughts. She tells herself good thoughts all day. Okay, so she watches her thoughts. Yeah, she continuously supports that state of being, wellness within her, with her thoughts. Any ideas how you can do that as well? Do you need a reminder in form of an image, a poster, something around you that will help you tune into the designer, to her way of being? Or can you do it mentally? I think just making sure darkness doesn't sink back, regular meditation. Scan your body and tell me if there are any weaker spots in your energy field. Let's bring the team of gods again with all that light that broke the glass, which shattered the darkness around the baby. Let's make sure we seal you. Okay. So it's on the right side of my body. It feels like numb and weird. Let's bring that light into the right side of the body, the one that helped break through the shadow and dissolved the darkness in the little girl. Let it repair your energy field, your nervous system, the synaptic connections in the brain. Then let the light repair the physical body, because obviously emotions affect the body. The thoughts affect the body as well. We will continue repairing until you tell me it's finished, until you feel an absolute comfort in the body. Okay. After a few minutes, she says, okay, I still have the sensation of like aloneness and loneliness. I have an idea. I would like for you to walk into a beautiful theater so we can project into your own future. Okay. We will ask for a direct communication from your higher mind to show you how to address the loneliness, because there is a fear that I'm all alone. Is that what you are feeling? Can you be more specific? What is that persistent, lingering feeling? It's almost like emptiness, like when everything quiets down, there is emptiness. Is it because you associate quietness with emptiness? Yeah. Visualize sitting comfortably, maybe in that garden first, then in your own apartment. Sit in meditation and allow yourself to meditate for a while, and let's just see what happens. You go into deep meditative trance, meaning that you're observing your breath as it comes and goes, and you keep scanning your body, traveling up and down. Do it for a little bit. Become as still, as quiet as you possibly can. Okay. Few minutes later, oh, it shows me the way I'm seeing myself. That's all that is. It's not real. Okay, so I have an image or even a story around being alone. I recognize the negative projection now because I feel good in the meditative state. Okay, so let's go back to the purifying water one more time and cleanse the attachments to action. We don't have to do any action in order to feel good, feel complete. Right, we can be quiet in a meditative state and feel absolutely fulfilled. Release the story. Maybe you can visualize yourself floating, levitating above the surface of the water in meditation like you did before. Yeah. Let it create so much joy right now that you can take the energy from this moment and fill yourself up. You're so very much inspired to meditate daily and go back to this beautiful waterfall, meditating and levitating. The portal has opened up. You have access to it. All you have to do is accept it. Yeah, and utilize it, she says. Now let's project into your own apartment. You're recreating the same state of consciousness when meditating on a cushion in the comfort of your own home. Client smiles broadly. And you feel the same joy, right? Yes. What else do you feel? Yeah, space, cool space for creativity or whatever I want to fill it with. Yeah. So you're freeing up all this energy right now. What would you like to do with this potential energy? Create something. I want to choreograph something. Choreograph some creative expression. Yeah, like a dance. Okay, so you have to start moving. Yeah. You need to do it. It's absolutely essential. Sit on a sofa, on your couch, where you watch movies. Turn the TV on. This is a direct transmission from your higher mind to your conscious awareness. What do you need to create with all this energy? Beauty. Beauty in my living space. Beauty in that living room. I mean, I need to start fresh. Do you mean redesigning your space? Yeah, because I live in it every day. And what about your medical practice? Let's project a couple of years into the future. You have redecorated your space. Sit in it now. I have a new table in my living room. It looks beautiful. Client smiles. Now you feel even more freedom when you walk into your space. Ideas are flowing. What comes to you right away when you think about your profession? It's on a group basis. Yeah, it's not so individualized. It's not so focused on the office space. It needs to be outside of the office space. And there's other ways of healing that are used. So maybe having like a holistic office or some sort of practice where I combine nature and art therapy. Yeah, mindfulness. Yeah. Now I see myself doing energy healing. So maybe I need to learn Reiki, get certified as a medical intuitive. Medical intuitive. Yeah, yep. I feel like a retreat, almost like somewhere where there is only nature. We're surrounded by beauty. Who else do you see with you? 2 other healers. There's yoga and they're just sitting by the water. People are just feeling so good. They have a chance to come back to themselves. The healers have very strong vibration. They have energy to tune into other people so they can shift their emotional state just by being around them. So just the presence, it's not even what you do. Right, presence, the nature combined with the presence of the healers. The experience and the conversations that go on are not conversations coming from being on this earth for real, when people almost forget where they are in those, because they speak their truth. So the words come from a different space altogether. Yeah, not from the conscious mind and the programming. It seems like exciting changes coming your way. Do you accept this as your path? Yeah. Let's make sure we connect the heart and the mind, and that there is a cohesiveness between the heart chakra, the throat chakra, and your thoughts. So there is a flow and cohesion. There's no conflict between the higher mind and the physical mind. I help create the cohesion by touching lightly clients' forehead, throat, and the heart. Did this session help you clear the symptoms, the emotional, physical, mental symptoms? Yeah, because it's given me clarity. Beautiful. Accept it as yours. Create a beautiful symbol in your mind and bind with it, with that state of clarity, so you have tangible experience with this clarity. This is not a temporary state. This is your being. This is who I am. This is what I accept. I stepped into that role like I stepped into the center of the stage and claim it. Yeah. Is there anything else that we should address in this session? No, I am calm. My body is calm. My mind is quiet. Let's bathe in this space for a while. Drink it up. Imprinting that truth within yourself, that connection you chose today, so you don't question your deservability from now on. The deeper you breathe, the clearer the thoughts, stronger the inner peace emanating from you. I have rewritten my story and I'm no longer connected to the past. I use it to propel me forward on my path. I am grateful. Thank you for listening to the entire story. I hope you find it inspiring. If you know anyone that would benefit from regression therapy who is maybe suffering from symptoms of trauma, not just sexual trauma, but any kind of physical, emotional, mental trauma, please share this session. It might give them inspiration to also seek regression therapy. It is very, very effective in healing the symptoms completely. Thank you again for tuning in. Namaste.